We're just craving your indulgence. I know we are beyond the 7 o'clock start. We are waiting one of our special guests who has indicated that she'll be here shortly. So we crave your indulgence for just a few more minutes. Thank you so much for coming out. On September 27th, 2022, the Governor General, Sir Patrick Linton Allen, declared by proclamation that October 6th, oh, I think my mic is off. So, ah, thank you. Let's do that again. On September 27, 2022, the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, declared by proclamation that October 6th be recognized and celebrated as National Coaches Day in Jamaica. The Jamaica Track and Field Coaches Association, JATAFCA, the registered body for track and field coaches in of coaches. We gather here to celebrate the achievements of coaches on a national level by recognizing their involvement and impact on the development of our people and the national psyche, recognizing their continued sacrifice and dedication to the development of their charges, recognizing their effort and study invested in pursuit of excellence. The spotlight tonight is on our 15 awardees across 5 categories for their sacrifice, dedication, and effective service to the sport of track and field. In addition, we will present certificates to coaches who successfully completed the recently held World Athletics Level 2 course in the disciplines of throws and sprints and hurdles. Good evening. My name is Karen Madden, and I'm honored to be your host this evening. I'm going to ask Damian Reed to bring us our opening prayer.
All protocols observed. Good night, everyone. Let's bow our heads in prayer. Dear God and our Heavenly Father, as we come to you tonight, we come to you in a celebratory mood. We ask you that all the persons here who are to be awarded, we ask you that you may continue to work with them, the organization which put this magnificent program together. Continue to be with us as we continue to highlight coaches and other aspects of our sport. Thank you. Be with us throughout tonight and forevermore. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Damian. And now, we're going to have some greetings. First up, the head of the local governing body for track and field. Please welcome Mr. Garth Gale, President of the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJCD MP. Mr. Alan Beckford, MC, David Riley, Professor Kamala Hilton, awardees, good night. Good night. Am I doing it the wrong way by saying good night, meaning that I want to close? Okay. On this special occasion, I would like to also recognize distinguished coaches, administrators, friends of track and field, two members of my staff of Charlemont High School. How could I also not mention the best ever lecturer I've ever had at GC Foster College, Mr. Thomas. Let me get now moving to my greetings. Tonight we honor men and women whose hands, art, and expertise have helped to shape Jamaica's reputation as the fastest nation on this earth. It is often said that athletes make the performance, but coaches make the athletes. For every medal Jamaica would have won, for every record that we would have set, and for each occasion that our flag has flown, it is the coaches who toil so long and hard and many times are not recognized. And that is why this afternoon's function is one that I look forward to each year. And so I want to thank the committee of the Coaches Track and Field Association that continues to put on this activity. It's a long time in making for some of the coaches that are going to be awarded tonight. But let us not overlook those who also would have been recognized before. When we look back of over the years of the athletes that has been produced, that has been shaped, that have become world champions, Olympic champions, many times our coaches are the ones that are not mentioned. I know the commentators like yourself, Karen, do recognize them and others. Coaching is not an easy task. When an individual decides to become a coach, he or she gives up a lot. They give up a lot. I know it's a greeting, but I had to make these points. They give up a lot. They spend a lot of time on the track, in the gym, at medical facilities. Sometimes some may be vexed with me because they are not recognized by the J3s, or they think we overlook them for team selection. But that is not so. We do recognize the hard work of all our coaches. From those from Buff Bay to Old Harbor, from Petersfield to Calabar. I should have said Kingston College, but I'll say Calabar. Our nation continues to give and pay homage and thanks to these coaches. You are the ones who spot the diamond in the rough. You are the one who teach these athletes discipline, confidence, and help to build their character. You are the ones that make them into champions. And so, as I bring my message to a close, we the J3As want to say with a very clear, we want to say very clearly that we thank the coaches. We appreciate the job that they do. And so we want to celebrate this afternoon with all those who are recognized those who have been recognized before and those who will be recognized in the future. But let me leave you with this thought. Let me leave you with this thought. It is the coach who gives selfishly. And so tonight, let us celebrate with them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gale, President of the J3s, for bringing us those greetings. We keep it moving with a lady who defies age. Help me welcome the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Grange. We call her Babsy, Auntie Babsy.
Well, Karen, thank you for the welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, athletes, and most importantly, our honorees, the coaches whose commitment and excellence have shaped the heart of Jamaican track and field. My portfolio areas are very diverse. Culture, gender, entertainment, and sports, and anything else they don't know where to put it. So you can well imagine, right? As I was walking in, my phone rang, and it was Miss Universe's mother calling me from Thailand. Don't know if you're aware that she fell and injured herself, and in fact, her injury is more serious than has been stated by some quarters. And so she is in intensive care. She continues to be in intensive care. And we are working through how we are managing her condition. Now, John Wooden once said, a good coach can change a game. A great coach can change a life. In Jamaica, this is not merely a saying, but it is a living reality. When an athlete wins, the athlete is great. When an athlete doesn't do well, it's a bad coach. You know how it is, right? But behind every record, every medal, every season best, and every personal best stands a coach who devoted countless hours to discipline, guidance, and belief. More than anything else, belief in an athlete's potential. So tonight, we honor that devotion and we honor you. This evening is not ceremonial alone. It is essential. And the president of the J3s backs me 100% in saying that tonight's program is essential. We gather to acknowledge a legacy of resilience and leadership. A legacy built in schoolyards, community fields, and training grounds where dreams first took shape. Our coaches have nurtured talent from grassroots to greatness, transforming young lives long before the world ever heard their names. their influence extends far beyond the finish line. Acknowledging leaders in grassroots sports in Jamaica is very important. And tonight, that is what it's about. I also wish to pause and extend my deepest gratitude to two pillars of the Jamaican sporting landscape: the Honorable Glenn Mills and Mr. David Riley, both of whom have served the Institute of Sports at the grassroots level. For a while, I was wondering if your hands join church. The Honorable Glenn Mills, long before coaching global icons, served for many years as the National Sports Coordinator at the Institute of Sports, providing leadership that helped establish Jamaica's early systems of development in netball, in football, in basketball, and of course in track and field, and several other disciplines. Glenn Mills' contributions at the foundational level supported the emergence of the structured youth and junior programs we rely on today, the nursery, the cradle for the greats. Mr. David Riley has, for the past 4 years, expertly served as meet manager for the InSports track and field program across all 3 regions, culminating in the national finals. And I was really so happy when he agreed to serve. I don't know if it's Mrs. Heron who charmed him or if it's just his genuine love. But I was very happy when he decided to take on the program. David's meticulous stewardship ensures that thousands of young athletes receive high quality, well organized, competitive experiences, a critical part of the development pipeline. And I think you should applaud him. Together, these gentlemen exemplify the teachers and trainers who train the trainers, enabling coaches across Jamaica to cultivate not only talented athletes, but well-rounded human beings. So to the coaches island-wide, God bless you. I don't know what we do without you. Sometimes you're not just coach. Your mother, your father, your godfather, you're everything to the athlete. And I know that when your athlete achieves greatness, you are extremely proud. Thank you for the great work you continue to do at the foundational level. Your leadership and commitment remain invaluable. We also recognize that many coaches here tonight suffered significant losses during Hurricane Melissa. Or many coaches in the western end of the island suffered significant losses. Damage to facilities, equipment, and in some cases, personal homes has underscored a clear truth. Those who safeguard the well-being of our athletes must also be safeguarded. The need for a dedicated insurance mechanism for coaches is now undeniable. Preliminary discussions, I must tell you tonight, I have started. We have the athletes' insurance plan, and I would like to extend that insurance plan to cover you, the coaches. And And so tonight I can tell you my intention is clear to put in place a structure that protects the very individuals who have helped uphold Jamaica's sporting excellence for decades. To our honorees, on behalf of a grateful nation, I thank you for your discipline, your perseverance, and your extraordinary commitment. I thank you for building champions, not only on the track, but in life. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. May your work continue to uplift communities, ignite ambition, and shape the future of Jamaica's athletics. I thank you so much. Now they say you give a politician a mic and you're in trouble. So I will reserve the details on the stadium for another time and say thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you so much, Minister. Kind words there, and of course, the country still reels from the devastation brought by Hurricane Melissa on October 28th, and I'm so pleased to hear the minister saying that she will extend the athletes assistance program to the coaches, and I'm told by the president of the J3As that they are also doing their bit to help coaches who have lost so much during Melissa's wrath. And the minister, please convey our best wishes and prayers to Dr. Henry as she recovers, and to her mom. I cannot imagine how scary it must be for them right now. Thank you so much. And now we are going to be entertained by a musical item from a young man. I hope he's here. Earlier I heard, no, not you, Ali. I'm sorry. Ali, I know you used to dazzle on the football field, but no, not your time now. So let's welcome Daniel Richie Sachs Richards. so very much. Keep the applause going a little longer. Thank you so much. As both the minister and Mr. Gale said, no athlete is great without coaches. And of course, our coaches don't remain in coaching forever. They're not with us forever. So it's always important that we turn out more coaches, qualified coaches, to hone the talents of the next generation. And so we are pleased to hand out certificates to some coaches who have completed the Level 2 certification in World Athletics Coaching. The first set of certificates will be presented to coaches who completed training in sprints and hurdles, and those certificates will be presented by their lecturer, Mr. David Riley. Joanne Bennett. Congratulations, sir. Malachi Brown. Malachi? Not here? Maurice Broadbell. Steve Cole. Congratulations. Lincoln Cox. Dr. Lincoln Cox. I don't see this gentleman. Daron Harrow. Damarley Johnson. Congratulations. Dwight Jones. Lancel Stewart. Melvin Weller. Douglas Williams. Thank you, Coach Riley, and congratulations, gentlemen. The next set of certificates in the category throws, and the presenter will be their lecturer, Mr. Roy Thomas. Omar Bryan. Davion Chanteloop. Jarvis Clark. No? And Romaine Thompson. Okay. Davion will collect. Congratulations, gentlemen, and thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. Our keynote speaker is currently a professor of chemistry and has served in a number of academic management roles, including program director, divisional head, head of school, and as the dean of the Faculty of Science and Sport at UTEC from 2015 to 2024. Prior to academia, Her work in industry involved roles which overlapped environmental science and analytical chemistry. She was the recipient of a Fulbright scholarship in 2003, which led to her PhD in environmental science from New Jersey Institute of Technology, Rutgers. The State University of New Jersey. She has several peer-reviewed publications, has presented her work at many local and international conferences, and has been granted a U.S. patent for her work on carbon nanotube-mediated membrane extraction. That sounds like a big deal. She also has a postgrad diploma in education from UTech Jamaica, as well as a Master's of Science in Natural Resources Management from UWI and a Bachelor of Science in Pure and Applied Chemistry from UWI. She served on several national committees, including the South Africa-Jamaica Joint Committee on Science and Technology Cooperation and the Interministerial Task Force on Safeguarding and Protecting Children in Sport. She's currently a director on the National Commission on Science and Technology and serves on the National Anti-Doping in Sport Compliance Committee and the Aquatic Sports Association of Jamaica Council. In 2024, she was appointed by the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport to serve as the head of a 135-member delegation to China to oversee the Jamaica-China Technical Assistance in Sport Corporation for 6 sporting disciplines. Additionally, she recently served as a member of the management team at the Character Aquatics Championship held in Trinidad and is currently the president of the Sharks Swim Club. Her current research project involves the integration of technology to improve sporting outcomes. I beg you to hang on to her every word. Welcome, Professor Camilla Hilton.
Wow. Thank you. I feel as if that introduction was longer than what I planned to say, but thank you very much for those kind words. Let me just say good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. And in that long introduction, there's nothing there that says track and field athlete. So, and I understand I have some wonderful coaches here. And in fact, I noticed there's an award here for Master Coach, which I have interpreted as this is somebody who can teach anybody, no matter their age, something in track and field. Which means I'm going to put on my sneakers, so give me a moment. Because I feel this person can teach me something, right? So, thank you. All right. Sneakers. All right. And so, I know it says I'm the guest speaker, but the teacher in me can't just come and talk. So we're gonna have a conversation. And I feel as if we should be learning from each other. All right. So my sneakers. Thank you, sir. So I'm gonna need a volunteer role. Okay, thank you. So I need a volunteer because somebody's gonna teach me. And maybe we should start with something simple, or maybe you're gonna tell me it's not something simple. So, oh, thank you very much. So, all right. Now, very important. Every journey begins with a step, eh? Good. All right. So I'm thinking, I'm here, and start of a race, you say on your mark, get set, go. But it's not as simple as that, right? Every single race, every single portion of the race must be broken down. All right, so I need a coach to just teach me the set position. So who's gonna teach me that? The set position. I must leave here tonight knowing the set position. And I saw people collecting certificates. They don't tell me. They don't know. And this is level 2, and the teachers are here. Mr. Riley, Roy's here, Mr. Thomas is here. So somebody must be able to teach me the set position.
get to the set. Right. Now, you're going to raise your hips until you feel the pressure increases on the fingers. That means they're just above shoulder height. Can you all see that? Yes. The hips are above shoulder height. That's the set position. And I'd like you now to focus about here, come here. So that when we say go, and you take your hands off the ground, you'll be falling forward rather than down. Because you don't make anything. Yes. So, yes.
I see.
All right.
Thank you very much. So I have learned something tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. You see how you really can't take for granted what happens on the track? There's so much. I can tell you, I feel like I just lost 10 pounds. That was intense. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. So, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Babsy Grange, good evening. I certainly have to acknowledge Mr. Alan Beckford, Mr. Ali McNabb, which we know in different circles, Mr. Gareth Gale, Madam MC Karen Madden, good evening. The awardees, an extra special good evening to you. Round of applause for them. I must say, though, Minister, and I'm hoping maybe later I'll see it. I'm not seeing any women track and field coaches, though. So, oh, they're there. Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to celebrating them. I'm not. I just haven't seen any thus far. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. All right. So you can imagine then when I found out that the theme was the sustainability of athletics through the development of coaches. I was really very happy. Because certainly at UTEC we believe in excellence through knowledge. And the first thing that came to mind is there any coach here, after your athlete has won a race, or 2 races, or 3 races, that you say to yourself, yeah, I'm good. This athlete doesn't need to learn anything else? No, right? So then why do we become comfortable as coaches sometimes? We have a winner, we have a good season, we get a certificate, we get our level 2, because maybe that is required at the time, and then we come. Would you accept that from your athletes? Absolutely not. Which is why it is absolutely essential that the minute you've learned something new, it's time to do what? Wonderful, good. Now, you are in a very serious profession, and I think the minister alluded to it. You're a coach. What is your role? What's the role of the coach? All right, let me certificate. What's the role of the coach? Thank you very much, sir. Right, that's the coach is the guide, the supporter, with the end goal being what? To enhance your athletes. Because when we're talking about sport, we want to know that there is an improvement over time. Because at the end of the day, if there's no improvement, what would have been the point? Right? Now, a coach guides, teaches, and supports with the goal of facilitating the improvement of the athlete. Now, as you can imagine, there is no way you can guide anybody down a path that you've never studied. Now, if you're going to tell me how to get to Harpetry, and you have no idea how to get to Harpetry, can you direct me to Harpetry? No. Absolutely not. It's important then that as coaches, you must consistently and continuously be studying the space. There is not one day you're going to say to your athlete, you know what, you're good, you don't learn anything else. The day you tell your athlete that is the day you can hang up, okay? So just like your athlete, your growth must be continuous. Because when the coach stops learning, the athlete stops growing. This implies, therefore, that there is tremendous power housed in the learning coach. In fact, the data has shown when they looked at great coaches across every sport, in fact, so Sir Alex Ferguson, football, Bob Bowman in swimming, one characteristic was consistently common. What was that? These coaches held the belief first and foremost that the coach is a student. Learning never stops. And in fact, I recall there was an interview that Stephen Francis, our old Stephen Francis, did. And he made mention of the fact, and despite his years of experience, his winning, nobody can, let me not say that because we can always say, but we know that Stephen Francis certainly has significant achievements. Okay, good. But even as he was in this interview, he was making mention of an element in his program that was based on information he had garnered from some reading he had done. In fact, his exact words were, everyone should learn and keep learning and ask themselves, I feel Mr. Beckford is a good coach. He summed up the athletes. I am, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Beckford. So his exact words were, everyone should learn and keep learning and always ask themselves, what if I'm wrong? What if there's a better way to do it? Now, I want you to just for a moment think about something that you've learned recently that made you a better coach. Is there anybody in thinking through that can come up with something? So you learned something new recently, correct? All right. So certainly we can agree then that as far as learning is concerned, you don't need to be in a classroom. You simply need to be curious. You need to keep asking questions. It means, therefore, that lifelong learning is not a choice. It is a must. You have to keep learning. And there are a number of reasons, but I'm only going to focus on two tonight. One, the game keeps changing. Track and field 20 years ago is not the track and field of today. And in fact, if you just do an evaluation of track and field in the last 5 years, we've seen dramatic improvements in performance due to enhanced foam and engine return materials in carbon-plated spikes, for example. We have seen an expansion of the technology in officiating and tracking the athletes, and this includes the use of laser measurement systems in jumps and throws, and improved precision of automated false start detection. Okay, and so we're talking about the use of your pressure sensors, these high-speed data analytics. They have become so sensitive and unforgiving that your training methods must evolve to now reduce those disqualifications and improve reaction consistency. So as coaches, you will now need to balance fast reaction with legal reaction. And you may now need to make an adjustment and spend time drilling and video analyzing the set position to remove unnecessary motion. Staying current with technology, data, and athlete behavior, therefore, is not a choice. It's an absolute necessity. The second reason that we have to keep learning is simply this. When the athlete turns out every day, you are expecting what from the athlete? 50%? 70%? Good. 400. Thank you. It means, therefore, the athlete deserves the same from you. Right? And the best version of yourself is someone that is informed and knowledgeable about the sport, such that you're exposed to modern sprint mechanics, updated strength and conditioning methods, data tracking techniques, and it is expected that you understand biomechanics, progression principles, and load management. Continuous education is one of the strongest drivers of athlete safety, performance, and long-term development. This is because well-trained coaches make better decisions and create environments that prevent overtraining, introduces proper techniques, avoids inappropriate drills, and is able to identify signs of burnout. This results in a faster, stronger, more efficient, and consistent athlete. Now, before we leave tonight, I want you to just think about an area in your coaching that you feel less than confident about. That area, whatever it may be, that's going to be your next learning target. Okay? That's what you're going to be focusing on. And as you contemplate that next learning target, there's some things that I want you to contemplate as coaches, things that you need to certainly ensure, they're habits you want to develop. And the first one, and we made reference to it earlier, reading. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to read at least one coaching resource each week. So starting from today, November 22, one resource per week. The second thing is, remember we spoke about it earlier, keep questioning, okay? Self-reflection is a must. Challenge yourself. Constantly ask yourself, what worked today, what didn't? And you make the adjustments. The third thing, and I know I made mention of the fact that you don't have to be in a classroom, but of course, coaching is a profession. So you must formalize those credentials. And so whether it's an online course, a clinic, you must pursue those. Make every effort to make that investment in yourself because you are wanting to turn up every day a better version of yourself. And the fourth thing you must do is read some more. I can't stress that enough. The data is consistent. The best coaches in the world are consistently reading and reading some more. So with that said, we can all agree, continuous learning, is it a choice or a must? A must. Wonderful. Why? It makes you more effective. And when you are more effective, your athlete is more successful. So I have these as well. And forgive me because it's the teacher in me. So everybody's gonna get one. All right. Yes, everybody. And you'll notice it says my learning goal is I will achieve it by, and you're gonna have somebody that you're going to partner with. Yes, to hold you accountable. Why is this important? Well, at the end of the training session, let me just find anybody. All right, this young man got a certificate. Tell me something you say to your athletes at the end of a training session.
Good job, you did good today.
All right, very good. So, he encourages the athlete, right? Good. But you expect the athlete to come back tomorrow, ready to work more, correct? Good. I therefore expect that every coach then, in the same standard you hold your athletes to, you also hold yourself to those same standards. It means therefore, when you contemplate the training plan, you have a goal, right? You don't have the athlete just turning up. So I don't want you to just say, oh, you know, I want to do a level 2, and then you don't put a timeline. Put a timeline. Hold yourself accountable. This man looks serious. I feel like you should hold him accountable. All right. I think there are definitely enough that you can pass them around. The key takeaway, however, ladies and gentlemen, if we are going to remain dominant in track and field, we, and by we, I mean the coaches, we must put in the work. The same work we expect our athletes to put in, we must also put in that work. It means we must always be trying to stay ahead of the game because it's always changing. And if we stay right here, it's going to leave us behind. I don't want to even talk about what's happening in some of our other sports, but while there was some sleeping taking place, rest assured, other people were reading, collecting the data, making the changes. Let us not make those mistakes. And so the final thing I'll say this evening is, You have your card there now. I really want you to make a commitment as far as your next learning target is concerned. Do not settle with where you are tonight. You would never accept that from your athletes. And so with that, coaches, I really want to wish you all the best for the season that's ahead. And to the awardees, congratulations. I am truly, truly awed by the drive I'm seeing. I am excited by the fact that we have these level 2 coaches coming out, the coaches wanting to ensure that they're staying ahead of the game. And so, as I close this, and I'm not a politician, so you don't have to worry. I really want to just commend the awardees once more. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. I'm going to go out there now feeling like a track and field athlete. And thank you to the Track and Field Coaches Association for allowing me to share with you tonight. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Prof. I think she deserves a better than I did not expect that at all. That was wonderful. As she said, the teacher in her. And you can see that at play. Thank you so much, Prof. Before we get to the awards section, the journalist in me found some breaking news, so to speak. I'm told by the president of the J3As that congratulations are in order for 3 coaches. David Riley has been recommended by the J3As to serve on the World Athletics Coaching Committee. Big up. And Prof said she didn't see any women, but I'm pleased to tell you that Megan Copeland Wilson, as well as Michael Vassell, have just achieved level 4 status from World Athletics as well. Jamaica has the best track and field athletes, and that's because we have the best coaches. Congratulations. Our first category tonight honors coaches who have been at it for between 20 to 25 years. Their award is the Silver Award, recognizing coaches who have dedicated 2 decades, between 2 decades and a quarter century to the sport. Our first recipient has made noteworthy contributions to the development of track and field in the Eastern region. As the acting principal and coach of Buff Bay High in West Portland, he has shaped the careers of talents like Raymond Richards and Romaine Beckford, and is a many-time title winner of the Eastern Athletics Championship. Please welcome Kevin Brown. Congratulations, Mr. Brown. Okay, somebody collected for Mr. Brown. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have that, my bad. That should be first. So let's welcome my good friend, Mr. Alan Beckford, the General Manager of the Sports Development Foundation. He'll be doing these awards. Thank you so much. Stay, Mr. Beck. Next, we honor a multi-talented, multifaceted coach who has been pivotal to the success of Homewood Technical, serving as an assistant coach to 9 high school championships. He's produced numerous track and field athletes to the character games, as well as champs, medalists, and record holders. Please welcome Dwight Jones. The next recipient has coached at the high school level for close to 30 years, serving with dedication at both St. Jago and Jonathan Grant High, for his enduring commitment to our youth. Please applaud Marlon Wilkie. Silver. Rounding out our silver category is a dedicated mentor who hones talent at the primary and secondary levels. He's guided athletes like Lamara Distin, Alia Foster, and Javon White from the primary level to reach their full potential in high school competition. Here's Ricardo Williams. Or not. Applaud him just the same. Thank you, Mr. Beckford. Presenting the Gold Awards is the president of the J3As, Garth Gale. The Gold Award honors coaches who have served between 26 to 30 years. Our first gold recipient is a former national footballer turned coaching powerhouse. He's been coaching for 26 years, serving as head coach of Homewood Technical since 2015, and was an assistant coach for 10 championship titles, producing many national junior athletes. Please welcome Dave Anderson. We honor this next coach for his long and dedicated service to the profession, specifically his impactful tenure at Greater Portmore High School. Through his development efforts, Jamaica had the services of Terry Thomas, who ran on the 4x400 meter men's silver medal team at the World Championships in Doha, Qatar in 2019. Please give a round of applause to Sean Cunningham. This recipient has been coaching for the past 30 years, starting at the kindergarten level and rising to the elite level. Working alongside the legendary Glenn Mills, he's been instrumental in developing some of Jamaica's and the Caribbean's finest athletes from the junior to the senior level. Please welcome Patrick C. Dawson. Our next honoree is described as an outstanding coach and educator of the sport. He's recognized tonight for his excellent service and dedication to the success of the national under-20 teams. His guidance includes, or rather, athletes that he's guided include Adele Todd, the 100-meter World Youth Champion of 2011. Please applaud Michael McIntosh. Closing out our gold category is a coach who has done exceptionally well over the years, specifically in the discipline of long-distance running for St. Jago and Tatius Golding High. Does the name Jermaine Gonzalez and Kadeen Geddes sound familiar? You can credit Aston Tomlin for them. Thank you. Sorry? Oh, okay. Okay. Marlon Wilkie. Welcome again. So nice you did it twice. Congratulations, coaches, and thank you, Mr. Gale. The Platinum Awards and Lifetime and Master Coaches Award will be presented by our minister. Please welcome Sport Minister Olivia Grange. We now step up to the Platinum Award, celebrating an astonishing, incredible 30 to 40 years of coaching excellence. Our first Platinum recipient is honored for her stellar service to the country and to San Diego, where she has served as both a coach and an administrator. Please give a warm welcome to Marlene Hawthorne. And I hear that she sent her other half to collect. Thank you, Mr. Hawthorne. This next recipient is the definition of a faithful and hard-working leader. Though he works alongside Corey Bennett at Hydel Prep and High, he's recognized as an essential right hand who leads with distinction and has coached many outstanding athletes. An example of dedication and service is Richard Johnson. Your applause will be quite fitting. Our next awardee has coached for 32 years, aiding the transition of junior athletes to the senior level, including Kyrie Russell. He also coached impact athletes like Trevon Morrison and Sheldon Watson, who medaled at boys and girls champs before moving on to other schools. Please welcome Rayon Patterson. And finally, we arrive at our highest honor of the evening, the Lifetime Achievement Award. These individuals have dedicated over 40 years to our sport. A former president of the Track and Field Coaches Association, this outstanding coach has won champs with both Clarendon College and Kingston College. A former national coach and lecturer within the coaching education program, he has shaped so many national athletes, including Ralston Reed and Ernest Barrett. A true legend for decades of service. Please welcome Leah Brown. Our next Lifetime Achiever has given more than 40 years of service to his country, the J3s and schools including St. Jago, Woolmer's, Dintil Technical, and is now Vice Principal and Lecturer at GC Foster College. He's coached the likes of Johan Blake, Riker Hilton, Nicola Ashmead, Nathan Allen, plus so many others. Bring him up again for a lifetime of dedication. Please honor Donald Danny Hawthorne. St. Mary High. Yes. Nicole, thank you. Our final recipient tonight is an outstanding teacher of sport who has been coaching since at least 1992, starting at Southermere Prep. For his decades of consistency and leadership in coaching the school's track and field team and service as a meet official, please welcome Rohan Oliver. Congratulations and thank you all so much for your service. Don't leave us, Minister. Navaski Anderson, the people's champion they call him, is the national record holder of the 800 meter, and his coach, Tom Brumlick. Please come to the stage. Coach Brumlake is being presented with the Hector Smith Master Coach Award, named after the late Edward Hector and Eldemeyer Smith, for his guidance of Anderson, who made the 800-meter final at the World Championships in Tokyo, Japan, and setting a new national record. Jamaica now has a respectable 800 national record because of the work of Coach Brumlake. Thank you so much, sir. I'm told that one of the recipients will be, is that you? Keep the applause going for Coach. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I'll keep it short. I'll be the anchor light. I'll bring us home quick. I think the biggest thing that I'm feeling today is there's a lot of gratitude. It's really incredible to be here. And one of my philosophies as a coach is to really lead with gratitude and show appreciation to everybody that's a part of the process. I think an award is a summation of a lot of people. It's not just, one person receives the award, one person gets the accolade, but truly, an accomplishment, an award is the culmination of a lot of people. So, especially since I think I have some family and friends and coaches and athletes watching back home, I just want to take the time to kind of, show some appreciation to everybody that was involved in this award. Obviously, first and foremost, Coach Riley for bringing me out here. For those of you that don't know, we put together a clinic this morning revolving around middle distance in Jamaica. Maybe in 2015 when I was at American University, I had an assistant coach that brought a Jamaican newspaper back to me at American, and front page, track and field, look through it more, track and field, look through it more, track and field. And being from America, that's something that I wasn't used to seeing, and it was something that one day I wanted to be a part of. So really humbling, and especially in the room that I'm in right now, it's a really powerful room, and there's a lot of great coaches. But it's something I wanted to be a part of one day. And obviously, I've always believed that middle distance, could be and should be extremely competitive in Jamaica, and I'm happy to kind of get the ball rolling and looking forward to continuing it. So this morning was really special. Obviously, I want to thank Navaski himself, who is here. Where is he? Oh man, he's right there. All right, yeah, the big man himself. Damn. All right, it's hard to miss. He doesn't have the shade. He doesn't have the shades on. You need the sunglasses on, so make it a lot easier to see him. But as a coach, the other thing I like to say is that all I can provide to an athlete is a platform, and it's up to the athlete to execute. And Navaski, leading into Tokyo, he spoke his performances into existence. He came in ranked about 40th, I think it was 42nd or so. So I don't think many people were thinking he was going to make the final, outside of his family, his coaches, and most importantly himself. I think every athlete has a superpower. Navaski, it's his confidence. So I appreciate his confidence in me, but mostly I appreciate his confidence in himself, and I think that's what makes him such a great athlete and such a great leader. I want to thank his family. I'm going to get the opportunity to get them to know them a little bit more this weekend, but obviously he's the athlete he is because of the man he is. I want to thank his teammates. This is a 10-year journey. We started our program back in 2016. It was 148, I think, was our fastest athlete. And that athlete actually developed into a 144 athlete, Olympian in 2016, and he's probably a big reason why Navaski came to our program in Baltimore, EOCDB. But one of many athletes, and as coaches know, again, it's an accomplishment of one athlete. A lot of it's usually because of a culture and the team that you build. Coach Carrie Lane, our strength coach, me calling her a strength coach is a disservice. She's really the glue that holds our program together. And again, as a coach, if you're able to get an award, have an athlete accomplish something, usually you got to thank your assistant coaches and things like that. And again, it's hard for me to say Carrie's an assistant coach. She very well should be up here receiving this award instead of me. Like I said, the glue that holds our program together. His former coaches, I was able to meet some of his former coaches on the high school level this morning. And I've had a great relationship with Coach Leach, who brought him to the U.S. Again, for those of you that don't know Navaski's story, he was only, barely broke 2 minutes in high school, and not a lot of people, thought about giving him opportunities, and his high school coaches did, his junior college coach did, and Coach Woods at Mississippi State is the one that kind of took him to that next level, and we're lucky enough to bring him to our program and continue that success. Our sponsor, Under Armour, they allow us to chase our dreams, and myself and Navaski and his teammates, and obviously my family for inspiring me on a daily basis, and again, for all you coaches, having a family that puts up with coaching hours and all the work that you put in, it's not an easy task. And last but not least, the Jamaican Federation, both federations that are putting this on today. I was lucky enough to spend a good bit of camp in Totori and to be around, what you guys put together out there. To be able to see that firsthand was truly inspiring, and again, it's something I want to be a part of moving forward, and look forward to having the opportunity to continue to help develop some of your top athletes. Yeah, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you. Navaski, I'm glad you're here because I was going to tell you, their coach this, but I'll tell you too that 800-meter final was perhaps my favorite race. It's the race that brought me to tears for just in my lifetime to see a Jamaican man in a 800-meter final. That was awesome, and you didn't just turn up, you made your presence felt. So congratulations, and thank you so much, Coach. Well, you're being requested to come up. I don't know if you want to. But the people's champion. Absolutely.
Hello. Good night, everybody. I want to say thank you very much for the coaches. Coaches, for me, always been a part of my journey. You know, ever since going to St. Jago High School. Big shout out to my head coach right there, Coach Danny Arthur. Can't forget that. Yeah, so coaches have always been a part of my lifetime, always been a part of my journey, and I'm so grateful for my coaches. I'm so grateful to be here tonight, and if it wasn't for my coaches, first and foremost, I would have got to the stage that I was. So doing this here tonight is something extraordinary, and just like the training camp that we did today, I think this is also necessary to show our appreciation to the coaches. So yeah, big shout out, big congrats to all the coaches here tonight, all the recipients. That's really huge, and I admire all these coaches here tonight. I will continue to admire your coaches because I know how much the dedication and hard work that my coaches put into everything that comes out of the track. Whenever a coach, whenever an athlete go out there and wins in the track, all the coaches wins in the track. And that's something I love, appreciate, and like. And if it wasn't for all of you guys here, the Jamaican support system, Jamaican camp, Jamaican Federation, everything Jamaica, you know, big time Jamaica. They call me the people's champion for real. I love track, I love running. I'll continue to inspire, continue the journey that I am. 142, that's just where I'm at right now, but ain't nothing gonna stop me. 140 is just a number, and I believe that I can do it. I'm gonna continue chasing my dream, and I'm not gonna let anything stop me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Navaski. All right, and now we invite the president of the association, JATAFCA, Coach David Riley, to bring us the vote of thanks.
Madam Master of Ceremony, Minister Grange, Mr. Gale, President of the J3A, and Mr. Beckford, the General Manager of SDF, my fellow lecturer, Mr. Thomas, all the recipients of awards tonight and certificates, and their families who are gathered with us this afternoon. I must say that I'm very thankful for where we're at with respect to the work of the Jamaica Track and Field Coaches Association and the journey that we're on to really make a huge change in taking over the world. I don't think you heard what I said. But we're dreaming big, and we're making all the efforts necessary with the support of the J3 and the ministry and the SDF in making it possible. And I must tell you that most times you hear of people seeming like they're not working together. But I can tell you from where I am sitting, the coaches are working together. Majority of the coaches in Jamaica are on the same page. And it is good when most people agree. And irrespective of what you might hear played out sometimes in the media, most of the coaches are colleagues and working together, understanding what the mission is. And so we are able to pull off something like this because people are actually working together. And we're thankful for that and where we're at and the learning that is taking place. We can see the difference in the performance of our athletes. And one of the things that we're really aiming for is to reduce the number of injuries. There's no manufacturing process in the world that would be sustainable if half the products come off the line defective. At no point, no sensible profiteering business would continue to manufacture if most of your products are coming off as waste? And so not that we're saying our people are products, but we need to be mindful of the number of our athletes that get injured and fix it, because it can be fixed. In fact, if we don't learn where we're missing, we're going to be in trouble. And that is an area that we are certainly lacking in knowledge. I'll be the first to admit it. Because if we knew what we were doing, we'd see a difference. So the fact that we don't see major differences in this area, it's the only conclusion, to be fair, is that we don't know what we're doing. So we need to learn what needs to be learned so that we can make the improvements. And it doesn't make any sense to walk around talking about all the things that we know. Our biggest problems are the things we don't know. And so we are on a journey as an association to help with the knowledge that our coaches have. And we've been getting huge support from the ministry, from the J3A, in terms of getting the programs out there so that our coaches continue to learn and learn and learn. And if you look at the last couple of courses that we did, it was almost like a who's who in Jamaica's track and field. Mr. Thomas will tell you, I mean, the caliber of coaches that came to the seminar are people who've produced, they have world record holders and global medals. When you look at the quality of coaches, but there's still more for us to learn. And so we're on that journey, and we're really happy for partners like Coach Bromlick, because Coach Bromlick is a partner. We're developing an area that we're not really good at. And we're dispelling the belief, and Alan will agree with me, we're dispelling the belief that some persons have that, middle distance is not for us. We can't, just stick to sprints. And this is the same argument we had years ago when it came to throws. It was almost laughable to think that Jamaica could get a global medal in the throw, much less win the discus at the Olympics. I mean, right now, we're expecting medals in throws. And it won't be very long before we're expecting medals in the middle distance. Again, thank you. Thank you. Go back to our roots. Yes, thank you, Mr. President, for that reminder that that's where we started, at the 800. Yes, Great Arthur Wind. So I must thank you all for coming, and thank also our sponsors, the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, the J3As, and the Social Development Commission. Sports Development. Sports Development Foundation. You can cut that out of the video. For partnering with us in making this a reality. Some of our coaches did make it tonight because they're affected by the hurricane. And we have some who traveled from very far west. They don't have the light in them yard, and they're here, light in Kingston. And so we're with them, and we've partnered with the ministry in helping some of them and the J3A. But we want to thank you all for coming, and thank all the persons who made this possible. Mr. Vassal worked so hard in the back. I don't know how he tolerates my many requests, but he worked so hard as the General Secretary of the Coaches Association, and I want to thank him for his service. And there are other members of the executive who are here. Damien, who received an award on the behalf of somebody else today. I want to thank you all, and we look forward to a great year of track and field in 2026 and beyond as we continue to build out our capacity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. There's nothing left for me to say but to once again congratulate everyone who received an award tonight, to thank you for your service to our country, to our country's track and field program. Sport brings Jamaica so much joy. It also brings us tears too, if you're being honest. The reggae boys, case in point. But of course, one of the driving forces that brings us together is sport. You know, people gravitate to each other, friends turn deeper friends, enemies become friends because of sport. And of course, track and field is obviously our most successful sport. And we are very aware that it's because of the caliber of coaches that we have that we continue to punch above our weight. So a proud nation is grateful. Thanks again, and have a great night.
Please.